Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppers. Today doing another Rauchbier, another smoked beer from the home of Rauchbier, Bamberg in Germany. I went there myself, brought some beer back, actually, this is actually courtesy of my boss. He gave me a 4-pack of some mixed stuff from the brewery that we stayed at because they gave, actually, I think it was just for all of us who went on this trip. I was in Germany, in Bamberg, for Brauerei. It's a big brewery convention where you can see like brew houses, suppliers of different ingredients, all kinds of brewing equipment. It's huge. It's in Nuremberg. But when we go with our company, we always stay in Bamberg, and we're part of the Brauerei, which is like a conglomerate kind of collaborative effort between small breweries that own restaurants or combines like restaurant and often also hotel, like Gasthöfe. It's like a guest room, guest house, something like that. We don't at our brewery. But in Germany they do, and we're part of that. And Spezial is part of that. And the owner gave us some 4-packs. And my boss, don't forget this when we're getting out of the car, when we got back home. So we got a new beer to review for them, because I've reviewed almost all the stuff that they bottle, I think, at Brauerei Spezial. Brauerei Spezial is the other famous Rauchbier producer in Bamberg, Germany, besides Schlenkerla, which is, really famous. But man, that was a great trip. If you follow me on social media, you've seen some pictures and stuff. I didn't really get to shoot video because it was a company trip. But we were in Bamberg, we were in Nuremberg, we were in Memmelsdorf, loads of different also small cities. It was pretty awesome. And also a big thanks not only to my boss for, the beer, and also Spezial for passing along the beers to us when we were there. Also big thanks to Enzo from Brewed, because he was kind enough to show us around. But he was going to show us around, but work got in the way. So we had an entire list of places where we should go. So we went to like this Hopfengarten, which was like a small microbrewery, but in a what's it called? It's called Drehus. It's a gardening facility where they grew all kinds of things. But there was also a brewery. It was pretty interesting. We went to some local microbreweries. We also went to his own shop, the Boutique, and had a tasting of some IPAs. And then he booked, that was really awesome, a special room for us at Schlenkerla, where we had our own private waitress. And we just got to taste like loads of different vintages of Schlenkerla beer, which was fucking awesome. He took a lot of stuff out of his own cellar and stuff as well that we tried from like Sentner, which is famous for their lagers, which was awesome. It was so fun. So thanks a ton to Enzo. Then we had some beers there, or tried all these vintages. We had food, and it was nice because it was just like quiet and calm. We had our own round table where we just sat and drank Rauchbier and ate great food. And then after that, we went out for a night on the town, which was great. So thanks to Enzo. So we're checking out the Spezial Märzen. I haven't reviewed this one. So this is the Märzen they use. Märzen is famous for being the often darker lager that is sold for Oktoberfest. It's interesting though, because it can be both dark, but it can also be lighter. But what it's often known for is that it's served during Oktoberfest. And the famous Rauchbier from Schlenkerla, their standard release is a Märzen. And their standard release Rauchbier from Spezial is their Lagerbier. And I think this one is made for the Festbier time. So I poured a little bit in this glass from the Kaspar Schulz Beer Festival. We went to the Kaspar Schulz company. They had a small beer festival. We have a Kaspar Schulz brewery. And I had to bring back this glass because I thought it was pretty cool. And it's not every day you get a Kaspar Schulz glass. But I mean, I want to drink this how you should, out of a stein. So it pours a very nice color. Lightly copper, not much head to it, but when I poured it into the stein, it was a nice frothy, dense, off-white head. And now we're just going to dunk this into the stein so I could drink it the proper way. And actually what's funny is that if you have a Spezial glass at Brauerei Spezial, there you can bring your glass, and there's a little window right where you go up to the rooms, and you ring the bell on the window, you wait for a sec, they come and open up, and you can just give them your glass, like Bockbier bitte or Märzenbier bitte, which means whatever of those beers, thank you. And they fill it up, and you pay 1.3 euros for half a liter of beer. That's not even 15 Danish crowns. That's like $2 or something, like $2-3 for like a half a liter of fantastic smoked beer. It's fucking crazy. And we tried to do that, but we didn't have their branded glassware. So we're like, nope, sorry, you need our glasses. Oh well. We actually had this Stein, which I got from Biertig as well, St. Erhard, which is a brand of beer they own. But yeah, let's check out the aroma. Pretty much what I remember from being down in Bamberg. Classic meaty smoke, that beechwood smoke. This is definitely more smoky than their lager beer they do at Spezial, but not as smoky as the Bock beer. Or maybe actually a little bit more, now that I think of it, because the Bock beer was sweeter. I actually have some bottles of that as well, but because we had that down there. It reminds me a lot of Spezial Märzen, but just that the Spezial Märzen is more intense on the smoke character, whereas this has definitely got the smoke, but it's the meaty, savory, kind of like sausage, smoked ham type meaty aroma, but not as oomphy. And then underneath that, there's a nice kind of biscuity, bready malt. Let's start, guys. Cheers. First beer in a week after this trip, but I think it was a needed rest. Cheers. Takes me back to sitting in the brewery in their little restaurant, having Schaufele, I think it's called, pork blade shoulder, something like shoulder blade. Awesome, roasted, gravy, grünkohl. Like the German Franconian food is fucking amazing, so hearty, but it makes you fart like a motherfucker. All that cabbage, and of course also the pork and whatnot, and beer. But yeah, this is great. Really smoky without being too much. It's that nice meaty, caramelly, toffee malt flavor paired with like meaty smokiness. And again, it's like a balanced meatiness. There's almost like a little bit of a nuttiness to it as well. This is just like one of my favorite styles of traditional beer. I fucking love Rauchbier. And it's so funny because a lot of people, they just can't stand it because they think it's like too much. Like when we were at Spezial one night, the last night, we just drank these kind of beers all night. I had no problem with that. It was awesome. Yeah, this is just really nice. Caramel and toffee, as I said, smoky. There might even be a hint of a floral hop character, just a little bit, but it's that like meaty smoke, but against it more restrained than like a Schlenkerla, but it's still much more smoky than their lager beer, I think. But it's really good. This might actually be my favorite from them because I thought the Bock was a little bit too sweet. This is a bit more balanced. I forgot to mention the alcohol. It's 5.3. But yeah, I think the Märzen might be my favorite from Spezial. It's pretty good. So rating wise for the Spezial Märzen beer, Rauchbier, like a 92, 93, 93. It's really good. It's a great Märzen with that awesome smoke character. It's a Rauchbier. If you don't like smoke, stay away. If you do, check it out. So, awesome stuff, guys. If you're ever in Bamberg, Spezial is worth a visit. And if you can stay there, do that. It's a great place to stay as well at the Gasthof. Cozy little breakfast, coffee and everything in the morning. Coffee, eggs, whatever in the morning is very nice. Definitely worth a shot. And it's so central if you want to get around the city. So, check them out. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I want to say cheers in some Rauchbier. And see you guys in the beer review.